And if UCI just drafts for an incredibly powerful team fight, then that's kind of saying, well, come at us. You know, you have to be able to actually beat that. And the Camille Galio combo is very strong. It is a classic, not only for team fight, 5v5 for Engage. The expression on his face when he saw it locked in was
You can't believe he got Rise again.
He's like, oh, I got it. Wow. I was really good on that champ. But Camille and Galio split push is also very, very good. I mean, Captain Nuke has been winning in the side lane every game, right? Like, clearly he is the stronger top laner in that lane, and now you've drafted a Galio alongside that to help it out. And Zyra, let's go.
All right, you know, don't want to pick Brand this game. Take a very similar style support. Oh, actually not going to be Flex given that the Rise is there. So Quirky is using to the AP carry support.
Lane Zyra.
You know what? At this point, I'll take
Zyra.
it. Ooh, now you're talking.
Yeah.
Hang on a second. There's Lucian as well for Alrighty.
Yeah, I just never know where to say stuff's going with Maryland.
Yeah.
You never know what they're going to do.
They have Lucian. There you go.
Yeah, they have a Lucian. They have 3 champions. Their positions are undetermined at this time.
We'll see what Irvine takes here, though. Kind of interesting to see so many changes here in the draft. Just as far as the orders where they pick jungle very early, Rakan basically every time they could get it as the first pick, but they'll save a lot of the bot lane picks for later. And Youngbin, of course, going to move his jungler down as well. Looks like Ashe is locked in. So another big shift for Lapman.
Yeah, a lot of Engage here drafted so far for UCI. You have the Galio Camille combo, of course, but also the Ashe Arrow. We are assuming it's Zyra, Lucian bottom lane for Maryland. And Zyra, as you said, you know, is, in my mind, really kind of the most similar support to Brand as far as actual like damage output. Those are 2 of the champions that can consistently. You got a Yasuo ban.
That's amazing.
Yang drew Yasuo ban. That is incredible, actually. But Zyra really is the other champion that can kind of top the damage charts as a support. You really do put out tremendous amounts of damage. Your poke is even easier to get off in lane. That being said, similar to Brand, you're incredibly susceptible to engage if you do get caught out. This is about the squishiest champion in the game. You're going to die nearly instantly, so you have to position well. You have to make sure you're getting your combo out before you do go down. And Lee Sin taken away as well. I think that actually makes a lot of sense with how well Wezzy played on the pick. And I would love to see Wezzy find another really kind of aggressive playmaking jungler. I'm just not sure where he would want to go here. And on the other side of it, Maryland targeting Bloodwater, trying to take away some of these supports. And it's going to be
MF support.
The world's classic. Yeah, it's going to be the traditional counter pick, well, lane counter, whatever, the MF support. And one of the reasons, if you don't actually remember this, was so good is simply harassment with the E onto the Zyra, hitting your common off that, and also the MF passive counts as a second hit for taking down Zyra's plants. So you can kill those plants and actually one auto with an MF, which is very frustrating to deal with for Zyra support.
Jhin locked in. Oh, Lucian.
It's Lucian top.
Oh yeah, because they have Rise.
Lucian top. That's why I said, man, you can't actually.
All right,
guess.
they picked Jhin. That's it. That's all I'm willing to commit to.
Zyra
absolutely picked Jhin.
Zyra Jhin is actually really strong as well because it's very easy to proc the passive there for Jhin, so he can actually get the W root, and you can follow that up with a Zyra root. That can be pretty strong. So yeah, it's going to be Zach. It's going to be Lucian top into Camille, Rise mid, Zyra plus Jhin bottom lane versus the Ashe and MF. And
like a final answer.
We are waiting, we're waiting to find out what the final pick is here. And potentially, you know, there could be even more flexing going on. I'm assuming it's actually just the Camille top for Captain Nuke, but theoretically this could be jungle. And you could actually swap the Aurelia to top, which is probably what that is. If they're going Aurelia, I'm assuming it is actually, in fact, Camille jungle for Youngbin. So a lot of craziness happening in these drafts, a lot of flex picks, a lot of kind of moving around here for these 2 teams. And it's going to be action-packed. Aurelia, I think, makes a lot of sense into the Lucian, though. There's honestly, if you don't get ahead on the Lucian, there's very little you can do against the Aurelia. If you ever get stunned, you're probably just going to get it all in. Even if you don't get hit by the stun, if the Aurelia is level 6, you can expect an all-in there also. But certainly Lucian does have potential to get ahead. And if you can put that Aurelia behind, Lucian can really be strong in the mid-game. Have some powerful engage here from Wezzy as well. And we're going to have to find out if they're going to be able to pull it off once more. They made some magic happen in game 3.
how much do they have left, though? I do really like the Camille pick, though, from Youngbin. Not necessarily the exact pick, but just the change in philosophy. Like, willing to flex it, playing a much more aggressive jungler. Youngbin's kind of been at the mercy of Wezzy's pick in a lot of these games, so now he's the one who will get to dictate more of the early game.
And it's interesting. You know, my thought is definitely that it was intended when it was picked as a top lane. But when you see the opportunity to actually play Aurelia into Lucian, you're probably going to be pretty happy about that. And Yang is going all in on the lane. PTA, plus he's going Ignite.
Hey.
So this is not a teleport Lucian. This is an Ignite, press the attack Lucian, looking to all in on the laning phase, trying to take over.
Well, we'll see if he can do just that, because he's really had it handed to him by Captain Nuke all series long. But made it work with some good team play, some teleports on the Yasuo with a lot of help from Wezzy. Now kind of left to his own devices. 1v1 versus Nuke. See how it all pans out.
I feel like you have to see Wezzy go top lane this game for once. You know, like, you've got to protect your Ignite Lucian.
Protect your assets.
And they're looking for the 5-man squad. We'll see if they can find a little cheeky invade here. Well, I mean, if Nuke face checks and has to actually blow a flash or something, that would be a nice start, but should be able to spot him out and retreat.
Already there, yep, does see them and runs away. You can hop in the next brush, and we'll repeat.
Yep.
Ooh, don't even see him, actually.
And at the same time, on the bottom side, you can see UCI just going to counter invade, get down their own vision, and they're going to have a really good amount of information on where UMD is going. Even Descarton dropping a river ward to be super safe, making sure that they're not doing anything super crazy and kind of catching him off guard. There's double wards in the bottom side. There's that river ward. They will know exactly where Wezzy is going to start and will catch him going over. And they're actually setting up a pick here. 4-man camping this bush.
I like this a
but
lot.
It's 4 men from WMD.
Oh no, they split up a little bit longer. Now the taunt actually being channeled. There's the flash taunt. They find it. First blood over to Desperate Taunt.
No.
The failed flash gets them too. The dual lane goes down.
Oh, Yank's reaction. Oh, that is a rough start for UMD. And that's what's going to happen when you do 5-man invade on the other side. You open yourself up to really getting punished because you don't have vision when you're re-entering your bottom side jungle. And UCI takes full advantage of that, and Wezzy making his passive proc. He needs to run.
Yeah, Youngbin here looks for the flash, does find the stun. Passive still procs. Bloodwater up here as well. White roaming down. Descarton can't make it, so looks like the Zac will stay alive. Oh, just barely though.
Yeah, that is about as bad of a start as you can actually have in this game. I mean, the 2 kills, you lose your red, you lose your passive, and you have to do a leashless start as well for this Zac. So definitely up against it already is UMD, but we'll see if they can make some magic happen. It's 2 summoners down on their bottom lane here as well, which is going to make Quirk have to play that much more safely when there's always the potential of the ganks.
Bottom lane certainly in a bit of trouble there for UMD, but Yang's having the time of his life right now, pushing up on Lucian top, trying to deny as many of these CS as he can. Youngbin with the red buff though. See where he goes. Looks like back down to his camps. Nuke there looking for the stun, finds it. Lucian going in, has the ignite. Doesn't burn it just yet, though.
Very patient, but he is so low. I mean, 1 more stun hits and you are dead, and Camille is coming up. Wezzy can't really do much to contest. I mean, Wezzy might actually execute in the jungle. He has about no health. 3 men moving up to the top side. They may invade or they may go for Yang.
Yang knows now. Oh, he was maybe a little too late. Actually does dash out from under the hook shot. Now going to threaten Nuke again.
Now they're just going to go into the jungle. They know that the Zac is going to be struggling to clear if he's clearing it all. This stun barely connects.
Yep, again, the W, but the flash is not bad. Yang, though, is going to go down. Captain Nuke with the outplay.
Nicely done there for Captain Nuke. White comes in. He's looking for the kill. Should probably be able to clean it up, but
on here, though.
It's going to make it tough.
Looking for the stun again, but Descarton just trying to shepherd his teammate out. Now they're ready with the taunt, but White just backs away.
Yeah, and that is rough. When your Ignite top laner dies solo to the TP laner who is going to kind of outscale him, it's going to be really, really tough. The start's so hard now for UMD. And here it is again, this face check. They're not even kind of grouped as 4, just very unfortunate. They didn't have vision on this side of the map. And UCI kind of anticipating that they're going to come down because they had the vision. They spotted them moving down to the bottom side of the map. And
that's a bit of happy sad there from Quirk, I believe. He's not sure. He's like, well, it was fun, but I don't know how I feel about it. I wish we'd gotten the kills early on. Also, credit to Desperate for taking W level 1, saving that skill point, making sure that all worked out. But 2,000 gold ahead almost for UCI.
Yeah, very early on, it's pretty rough. And I mean, the bottom lane, it's going to be so tough for them also because, you know, it is Zyra against an MF and an Ashe. Like, you just get poked from so far away. Your plants get one shot there by the MF. And Wesley's looking, but because he's still level 3, the engage range is pretty short actually on the Elastic Slingshot. You really need pretty much level 5, I would say, before it starts becoming kind of more of a threat. So we'll see if he's going to be able to get there, but having lost all of his camps, he's spotted out, he's put behind, it's really, really tough. And your bottom lane is just going to get spammed with volley and make it rain on this MF, and you're just kind of getting poked out from outside of your range.
TP back in from Descraton, level 5 now on the Galio. Presumably Abyssal Mask is that first item, does have the Catalyst up nice and early. Have seen a lot of Evaders though, so certainly options there, and I think again, like UCI just playing it very calm, really intelligent stuff to kind of move themselves to this spot, and now using the power they picked in their lane. I think the thing that you already highlighted in Champ Select, though, is that it went bad in the worst possible place in top lane. Because the further Yang falls behind on the solution, like, it just becomes exponentially worse.
Yeah, and I mean, he still is going to have some chances. It's not like it's completely over. I mean, if he can get Captain Nuke to go on him, you know, Ignite still is pretty powerful for gank assist. But we'll see. You know, Nuke is pretty healthy here and went double Dorans, so.
Youngbin also not spotted because his teammate just hookshotted to see if someone was coming down. A dive being started here. Descraton's level 6 and roaming down towards the bot lane, and this is trouble for Maryland.
Yeah, this is going to be almost impossible to get away from. Camille just needs to go over the wall and you can get an ult or even just a W flash here.
Again, Descraton just lining up the taunt, finds one, the stun on the other one is good enough as Youngbin takes down Quick. The double about as quickly after it. UCI back to dominance.
Yeah, flawlessly done there by UCI. They've taken the advantage that they built off of the level 1. They get the dive on the bottom side, and they are out to a 5-0 early lead. This is 3,000 gold advantage in 6 minutes.
Yeah, and we've seen again UCI just such a good team at taking their lead and just never letting you get back into the game. UMD even had a rough ride in the last game that they won, but let's watch this very cleanly executed dive again.
Yeah, this is just really well done. There's honestly no escaping this from the Maryland bot lane. You can flash, but it's not going to get you anywhere. So just kind of accepting the death there. I believe Cork's flash was actually still on cooldown. I'm not sure if Jin 1 was up. I think it may have been, but he was too far up in the lane to ever get out. So holds on to the summoners, maybe can potentially get away from a repeat gank later on, but you know, bad goes to worse in this matchup as it's a BF Sword dagger buy versus Swifty boots, and that's going to be really tough to get back.
Maybe in this one too, Youngbin doesn't have his smite, going to try and steal the buff, does not get it. Wesley with a very quick snap smite. So no steal this time around, Wesley does get away with his buff.
Yeah, be able to survive, so take that, win where you can get it, and White, you know, still doing fine in mid lane. Top is still going somewhat fine. You know, they are still even in farm, so there are, you know, some things working for them, but the bottom lane really is the concern, and the fact that, you know, Wesley is not able to kind of get out and be proactive on the map is also a pretty big concern. You know, we've seen in the first 2 games, Maryland wasn't able to really match up as far as the macro play against UCI. It was all really about them getting an advantage, but this is a pretty sneaky play here from Yang. He's actually trying to catch Youngbin on the red, and Youngbin likely will go for that red.
Yep, does have his smite, so it's about time to go for it.
Ignite, this should be a kill if he goes for it, but they have sniffed this out.
Really smart. Now they're calling in a start. Youngbin does juke out of the way. Yang, though, should be safe. No Galio in mid lane.
Yeah, just a smart play there from UCI. Realizing, hey, Lucian is missing. There's a good chance he could have come over here. Yang probably could have got the kill if he wanted to flash Ignite, but then he's probably dying on the way out, so he decides to kind of hold on to it. Just not quite enough damage with the culling to take down Youngbin.
Yep, discretion this time around. As Yang will get back to lane safely. Nuke actually with an early Tiamat. Kind of interesting item there on Aurelia. Don't always see that one. Triforce Rush, usually the standard, but certainly good on her as well.
Well, and with the new Aurelia, the Tiamat has become more and more standard, simply because one of the things that's so nice about it is it actually helps to prep the wave for your Q, so you can use those minions to kind of dash around a lot more. And people are just finding wave clear is just so much more valuable than almost anything else. You know, if you're winning a matchup, well, wave clear allows you to push in and set up a dive. If you're losing a matchup, wave clear allows you to survive, and you can also just kind of shove out the waves and roam and do all these different things. So Tiamat on a lot of fighters and bruisers and these sorts of champions is just becoming like almost mandatory. You know, on Fled, Aurelia, and even Fiora, etc., etc., etc. All these champions just rushing Tiamat.
Wizzy was looking down towards the bot side. Does have his ultimate, but again, a little too much coverage there on the bot side. UCI playing with some respect, and he's Youngbin. Still not 6 just yet. We'd like to get his ulti ready to really amp up the power and threat of those ganks, but looking for a blue buff steal to kind of get enough experience to get over the line.
Yeah, this should get him 6, and Yang knows that he was up there. He saw the ward actually get dropped from the bush, so he says, well, guess I got to go back to base. There's no real way to survive a potential dive, especially if it is a 3-man. And this gets tough, because then that means not only you're giving up the topside jungle, you're probably giving up your turret, and they got to make a play on bot. We'll see if they can make it happen.
Here's Wezzy, finds a tower for the slap together, but a good ult from Bugwater, going to zone them out of the way. The arrow is nice. Wezzy forced a flash. TP cancelled though. That was Nuke coming down.
Yeah, and Galio actually used his as well, but was canceled. So, both TPs expended there. And looking for the re-engage actually going in.
Yep, Wezzy going to again trying to make it happen. Good move back there as he bounces them back into the team. Alrighty, able to pick up the kill, and Nuke here. Oh, that's a very good Vanguard Zed, but a flash from Alrighty's going to get him out. Got to protect the Zac Wobblets if they can. 2 left, but they do keep them alive.
Yeah, and Yang is about to get double teamed up here on the top side. Youngbin and Descraton moving up. We'll see if he can get out, but I don't see it happening.
Ulti's at the ready for both. Youngbin, yep, just go straight for the ultimatum. The taunt in from Descraton. There's the damage done, and Youngbin able to get another kill.
Yeah, picks up that kill on the top side of the map, but it was a really nice re-engage there from Wezzy to get Maryland on the board. They do get a kill on the support. Not the juiciest of targets, but still it's something. And fortunately for them, this turret is already fairly low, and they have no TP available because White used his to go bot. Yang brought Ignite. As the wave stacks up, they could walk this in and secure themselves the first turret if they want, but they may just decide to back off.
Yeah, but they're recalling instead, just going to deny as many minions as they can to the turret. So we watch this one again from Wezzy.
Yeah, and Wezzy knows he has his passive, so he's okay going in at low HP. Does actually nail the engage, slap them together. The ultimate comes out. Barely misses out on pulling Latman in too, but they get the 1 kill. Nuke going in, as we know, is only able to force out the passive, and this is just no chance for Yang. You can't actually get out of the Galio taunt when you're pulled into that ultimatum, so no use blowing the summoners, and he's just gonna have to accept the death.
Does do so. Only his second of the game so far. UCI though back to being proactive, looking to take down the Drake. Captain Nuke is actually back down here, making sure his team is at full strength if a fight were to break out, but Drake should be pretty easily handled. Oh, Quirk gets arrowed. Wonderful work from Latman.
Yeah, really nice combo, and now Alrighty is going to be going down here also. He has been kind of sectioned in, and there's no way out.
Part 1 of accepting a death. Back on the board here, Alrighty is going to go down. No summoners to speak of anyway, but Youngbin once more with a kill. 4-0-3 right now on the Camille.
Yeah, he is doing very, very well. Already a warrior plus a Sheen, really strong at this point of the game, and Latman and Bloodwater kind of flexing their bottom lane muscles, showing the double ultimate release there onto the Zyra. There's not really any surviving that. If you connect with the Ash Arrow onto a Zyra, the MF ult is probably just going to kill you from full, so no real way out there. We'll see if Bloodwater does build into what used to be the standard, which was, kind of the Executioner's Black Cleaver, that sort of stuff next. We started Stealthies for the gold, but not sure where he's going to go just yet.
Well, again, we'll watch it. I mean, Unity may be a little too ambitious to try and contest here.
Yeah, they wanted to see if they could make anything happen, and they're definitely feeling the pressure as far as the game slipping out of their hands, trying to make a little bit of a play, but certainly not enough members down on this side of the map, and no way out for Alrighty, so another couple kills go over to UCI. They get the Dragon anyway. They've already secured first turret, and now sending Latman up to top to get ready to grab the next one.
Ooh, good stun. Nuke not going to follow, though.
I think Nuke didn't think it was going to hit, so he actually backed off. He probably could have all in there, had the ultimate available, and probably could have gotten a kill, to be honest, or at least summoners, but I think he thought that it was sidestepped. The hitbox is somewhat deceiving. It looked like Yang was out of it.
Certainly did, but clipped by the end as Nuke continues his basically series-long shenanigans there, just pressuring down a side lane and giving UCI so much breathing room across the map. Again, tier 2 in bottom lane is under threat. The only turret that been taken as the bottom outer, excuse me. And UMD are grouped up with this Rift Herald, but UCI going to sniff that out and probably shut it down.
Yeah, they could go for the Camille Galio ultimate combo here. Galio is just kind of going back to mid lane. Desperton wants to push down out before any potential fights, and Captain Nuke has been playing so heavily in the side lanes, and a lot of credit actually.
Ooh, Bloodwater, what a great little juke out of the Deadly Flourish. Youngbin getting out, the arrow is going to hit onto Yang, but they're going to keep going. Alrighty, just takes down Bloodwater. And now they bounce back in for the Galio, but Discredit happy to taunt it up now. Galio goes in. There's the kill. The Galio all going to come down to try and protect the rest of them. Nuke also arrives in time to look to play cleanup, but 2 for 1 in favor of UCI.
Yeah, the anti-synergy there between Descraton and Bloodwater on that Jhin ultimate. Juking each other out, and stops the actual jump away.
Good taunt, damage down from the Q, but the
Nice.
kill in from Alrighty might save him. Culling is good. Yang picks up a kill. Gonna even up the turret score, but Nuke gonna try and make it happen. What a wonderful Vanguard's Edge. They're gonna chase down Yang. Gets him with the tip of the W. And the TP cooldown burnt as well.
Yeah, nicely done. At the same time, Latman and Youngbin knocked down the top lane turret, but Captain Nuke is enabled so well by his team because he's able to play so well in the side lane, and he is obviously winning in his 1v1 and deserves the credit for that, but he's able to also spend so much time in those side lanes because his 4-man squad is able to stay safe and get enough vision and not actually get engaged on, which is a lot harder than it sounds. Sometimes the difficult job on split push team is actually not for the split pusher, it's for the other 4 members who then have to not get caught.
Yeah, but again, UCI's decision making and overall map play has been so good all tournament long that certainly the whole team deserves credit for how they set up in all these different fashions. And again, this looked like a pretty decent start here for UMD, despite how long they were on the objective.
Yeah, and Bloodwater kind of getting caught out a little bit here. Now, this could have been an easily avoided death. I mean, Desker's Bloodwater juking out there. All 3 bullets managed to find the mark. Nicely aimed by Alrighty, but then the re-engage comes in, and the gold advantage was so big, so it does end up being that 2 for 1. Then in the extended play, able to finish off Desperton, but as we saw, Captain Nuke came over, got 1 kill. It looks like he's about to get another.
Yep, needs a Q, flash auto, that'll do instead.
Nicely done there by Captain Nuke. Not much going on right now for Yang, and the Triforce is coming pretty soon here now for Captain Nuke, and that is going to be really hard to deal with.
Yep, Blade of the Ruin King done for Yang, but it was not enough in that all-in. Bloodwater forced a flash. Deadly Fire doesn't quite land, but Wesley does get the slow. Still looking to try and take him down. Bullets needs to hold on to him. Duke the last one. Bloodwater, how long can he put the shoes on for? He does get out from all of them. And now the taunt gonna land in. The left bounce back in. Damage is good. Latman takes down White. Despite the decent off from Wesley to try and put back in, but here comes Nuke, gets 1. Reset there for the Blade Surge, alrighty low. Doesn't quite get arrow, but still dies to Bloodwater, who's again securing kills. That's 4 dead. Basically an extended ace net from UCI.
Yeah, they're killing them all, and Yang walking up here. You got to be careful there, bud. Might get run down.
Oh, no. Descradon goes forward, doesn't quite get him with the taunt. Wasn't large enough, but Youngbin's going to finish that off. Vanguard's out, thrown in just for good measure, and the extended ace turns into a real ace.
Yeah, Yang having a laugh about it. I think they know their time in this game is limited, and their days in this series are numbered.
Gold Lead says that as well. More than 10,000 gold they had now at 17.5 minutes from UCI. The quality of play we've seen from them all tournament long is Bloodwater did so much here.
Yeah, he's got the Nikes on. He's juking out everything, delaying so much time. They can't even get the 1 kill. And also gets a really nice channel ultimate. I mean, they're just so much stronger. The flank coming in from Captain Nuke is really what seals the deal. Hits the actual stun over the wall to get the Blade Surge reset onto Quirk and pick up a 2nd kill. A clean Aurelia play there from Captain Nuke.
Well, it's been pretty clean most of the tournament here at the University of California, Irvine. So UMD will see what pixie dust they got left in their back pockets, because they're going to need to sprinkle it on everyone.
Very liberally. They're going to need a lot of magic.
Get the coach back in there and just start dusting the players.
It's time to start unplugging monitors at this point. That's probably their best chance. But UMD definitely fighting it out. We'll see if they can make any really nice play. When you're talking about it, realistically, a comeback from this point needs not only incredible play from them, but also numerous mistakes from UCI. And the only way I really see it is A, through constant pickoffs in the side lane,
like this. Oh wait, that's the wrong team. Youngpin gonna take down Yang. Where's the X need to defend
Oh,
him?
the
Youngpin though
dodge.
shoots it out with the ulti, zips away with the hook shot, and actually moves the Galio back in to try and disrupt it. Wherezy can't make it too far at all. That's gonna be another kill. UCI covering all their bases.
Yeah, just not quite enough damage there to take down Youngbin. And yeah, I mean, it's hoping for pickoffs like that nonstop in the side lane. You hope that as UMD can catch out Captain Nuke, splitting too far, kill him off a bunch of times, keep delaying the game. The only other real option is maybe the biggest of wombo combos. You catch everyone in his Zyra ult, but everyone in the Zac combo, and you hope to blow him up. But both are going to be very, very difficult to make happen.
Especially given that, again, still needing to farm up and just find some gold to begin with.
Yeah. And the fact that UCI can just kind of 1-3-1 this game very easily. I mean, you leave MF, Ashe, Galio sitting mid. You put your Super Fred Aurelia in one lane, your Super Fred Camille in the other game, in the other lane rather. And even if one of those guys gets picked off in the side lane, it takes 2 to 3 members to kill them. And then you're expecting to lose turrets and objectives on the other side of the map, or potentially even in both other lanes. So there's just not really the pieces in place. Like, no one can answer the Camille or the Aurelia in a split push. The Galio can also join them, and there's 2 of them, so it gets very difficult.
Yeah, Galio tips the scales, I think, a little too far. As 2 Trinity Forces completed pretty close to each other there, the UCI. Like you said, with Camille and Aurelia ready to go in those side lanes, so again, expecting UCI to follow the script here as far as what they need to be doing, and also setting up around Baron, because they clipped the 20-minute mark, and the big purple worm is a possibility.
Yeah, I mean, they don't have to split push. They can just look for fights, and they are going to catch Kwezi here.
Uh-oh, his own jungle. Blue buff taken away just to add insult to injury.
It's so hard because you lose full control of your jungle.
Oh, that arrow
Another kill.
Real sick from Latman. Bloodwater again, securing kills like it's his job.
They could just walk down and actually take the inhibitor here, because if anyone shows up to defend, you just simply dive them. Yang is in the middle of nowhere. It's the proxy Lucian in the bottom lane here.
I think some accurate question mark pings from UCI. I mean, Yang's trying something, but they're losing the inhib, which they may have lost already. Going to get aggressed on by Youngwin, who was just playing with his food a little.
Yeah, and they're going to back off. I mean, they could just potentially dive and try to finish the game, but no need to risk it here. They want to secure their trip to the finals. The Baron is on the table. They're picking up so much global gold. They are 50,000 gold ahead.
Oh, Youngwin trying to make a big play. Turns into a big oopsie as Quirk picks up a kill.
Yeah, the big shutdown there onto Young.
The real carry, the Zyra. Ooh, actually, where's he? 1v3, make it 2. Quirk here, maybe he can find the ulti. Roots out, trying to get his teammate a safety. Descodon says, not this time. I remember, I will kill you. And Bloodwater again secures that one for himself.
Yeah, Zyra just getting shredded down. Wesley looking for something. Rysal coming in.
Oh, Galio wants to cover it. Wesley might get knocked up.
No.
He does barely eat the end of it, but it's White that pays the price. Latman with a point-blank arrow.
Quirk giving himself a round of applause there.
Wesley in the passive.
Oh, Captain Nuke is behind him.
Ooh, it looks like Reset City. There's one. Gonna make it a double as that goes down as well. The turret starting to just fall left and right.
17,000 gold lead ahead at 22 minutes is quite a mountain to climb, and they are pinging over onto Baron. Can go grab this up for themselves and put it even that much further out of reach. And UCI, the blemish in game 3 perhaps, not giving the respect over to Maryland and the competition that they have brought out, and Maryland playing a very explosive game in game 3. But UCI really has been in control throughout this series. In all of their games, they have been looking very dominant. They have been looking like the tournament favorites, playing the map incredibly well, individually very strong players, and they are well on their way to making it into the finals.
Well, the finals it will be. Columbia is waiting for them if they can claim this victory here. It looks all over but for the crying at this stage of the game. And for Bloodwater, a player that already had pro experience and now finishing college, is actually a senior. He'll be done in his last ever college championship. So, I mean, what a better way to end your season or end your college than go to the finals and hopefully pick up a victory.
Yeah, and I mean, potentially, it could be the last professional game of his career, right? Is he going to go back to pro? Is he going to continue to actually pursue that and try to get into academy or something? We don't really know, right? He's already been up in the LCS and now playing in the collegiate, getting his degree. And as a senior, this may be your last chance, really, at that professional game. And going out, with a victory would feel really, really good.
Gonna have to get there first, and UMD are not going quietly into this good night, that is for sure. But Captain Nuke has found a target he really likes. It's Quirk. Youngbin actually gonna get credit on the back end of that one. Oh, Yang, he's trapped out again. He's proxying between two champions in a red buff. Bloodborne, I guess his 5th kill of the game. Racking him up right now, making Lightman look like the support in this lane.
Yeah, killing him up all across the map here. And White is going to have to spend his time recalling, but this is going to do it for UCI. Should be able to close this one out.
Yeah, more than enough power, more than enough gold. They've played so well to get to this point. It's one last hurrah for the University of Maryland, but UCI going to shut it all down. The bounce, not bad, but Youngbin gets yet another kill. He's diving into the fountain with a Hextech ultimatum. He zipped up from under the deadly flourish. The X is exposed, and UCI will punch their ticket to the finals. After this happens, there we go. There's a couple kills to make the scoreboard look good.
29-4 in the final game there. UCI looking pumped up. They're going to the finals.